Liam Lawson has won the Sergio Perez Red Bull seat lottery. But does he deserve it more than the likes of Yuki Tsunoda, who was statistically better than the New Zealander? Stay tuned to find out. Sergio Perez's exit from Red Bull Racing has paved the way for Liam Lawson to seize the spotlight as the Mexican driver's successor. The 22-year-old rising star now faces a golden opportunity, with his place on the 2025 Formula One grid officially secured. Lawson will make his full-time debut behind the wheel of the Red Bull RB21, starting at the season opener in Melbourne. Many believed Liam Lawson deserved a spot with the newly renamed VCARB team in 2024, but that honour ultimately went to Daniel Ricciardo. Still, Lawson bided his time, and when Ricciardo was dropped after Singapore, the young New Zealander was ready to step in. And, on December 18th, Sergio Perez made the announcement that he would be stepping back from racing with Red Bull to take a sabbatical in 2025. Christian Horner confirmed to Sky Sports F1 that while Perez would no longer be behind the wheel, he would still remain involved with the brand and team, suggesting a possible ambassadorial role moving forward. There appeared to be no hard feelings on Perez's part, as he expressed gratitude to Red Bull for the opportunity and wished the team all the best for the future. "I'm incredibly grateful for the past 4 years with Red Bull Racing and for the opportunity to race with such an amazing team," Perez said. "Driving for Red Bull has been an unforgettable experience, and I'll always cherish the success we achieved together. We broke records, reached remarkable milestones, and I've had the privilege of meeting so many incredible people along the way. A big thank you to every person in the team, from management, engineers and mechanics, catering, hospitality, kitchen, marketing and communications, as well as everyone at Milton Keynes. I wish you all the best for the future. It's also been an honour to race alongside Max as a teammate all these years and to share in our success." In the wake of this news, Max Verstappen took to social media to share a heartfelt message for his now former teammate. On X, Verstappen posted a tribute, accompanied by an emoji of 2 hands clasped in prayer. "It's been an absolute pleasure driving alongside you. We've had some amazing moments together that I'll always remember. Thank you, Checo." Sergio Perez's departure from Red Bull was reportedly far from smooth, with the team facing challenges once they decided it was time to part ways. While Perez's exit was presented as his own decision, many believe it was more of a jump or be pushed situation, given his underwhelming performances in 2024. According to ESPN, Perez's manager, Julian Jacoby, was instrumental in negotiating both his exit agreement and the contract extension Perez secured earlier in June. Red Bull, however, is said to have quickly regretted the 2-year extension, especially as Perez's form began to falter after Monaco. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner described Perez's departure as the culmination of things, acknowledging that it had been a very tough year for the 34-year-old. Despite the challenges, the team couldn't overlook his struggles. "It's been a culmination of things," Horner told ESPN. Checo started the season so strongly, 4 podiums out of 5 races. It felt like he'd taken off where he'd left off last year. But then really from Monte Carlo, that race onwards, it's been a very tough year for him. And we've tried everything with him and supporting him, and basically he's come to his own conclusion that I think that now is the right time to step away from Formula One to take a bit of time out." Now, Liam Lawson is making a giant leap, securing a seat with one of Formula One's top teams. The stakes are higher than ever as he prepares to go toe-to-toe with Red Bull's 4-time world champion, Max Verstappen, a challenge that has tested the mettle of drivers like Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon and Sergio Perez. The pressure is on, but Lawson is primed to prove himself on the biggest stage. Teaming up with Verstappen has become one of the toughest challenges in Formula One, with nearly every one of his previous teammates facing the heat. Now, Lawson will have his chance to test himself against the multi-time world champion. But Lawson is approaching the challenge with a mindset focused on growth, eager to learn from Verstappen. He believes this experience will be invaluable in shaping him into a stronger, more refined driver. He said, "To be announced as an Oracle Red Bull racing driver is a lifelong dream for me. This is something I've wanted and worked towards since I was 8 years old. It's been an incredible journey so far. I want to say a massive thank you to the whole team at VCARB for their support. The last 6 races have played a huge part in my preparation for this next step. I also want to thank Christian Horner, Red Bull team principal, Helmut Marko, Red Bull senior advisor, and the whole Red Bull family for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. I am super excited to work alongside Max and learn from a world champion. I have no doubt I will learn from his expertise. I can't wait to get going. As Max Verstappen enters his 10th season with Red Bull, the team is well versed in understanding what the Dutch driver needs from his car. In his first year, Lawson will have to spend time fine-tuning the car to suit Verstappen's preferences. But does Lawson believe his driving style aligns with Verstappen's in any way? In terms of driving styles, I don't really know if I believe in it so much in terms of a driving style, he said. I think you have certain things you like a car to do, but I think also, for me, I spent a lot of time developing that car as well, as a junior and as a reserve for the last couple of years, and I feel like I understand quite well the way the car drives. But I also don't fully believe in this doesn't suit your driving style. I think as drivers, we're professionals. We have to adapt to whatever we're driving. Yuki Tsunoda has hinted that securing his long-term future in Formula One is a priority, especially after being passed over for a promotion to Red Bull next season. The Japanese driver, who has been part of the Red Bull family since 2019, suggested that his next steps might take him beyond the Red Bull organisation. Red Bull decided to promote Liam Lawson for the 2025 season, replacing Sergio Perez, who is leaving after 4 years. While Tsunoda was confirmed for next year's grid with the Racing Bulls team months ago, he was still widely speculated to be in line for a Red Bull seat, particularly as Perez faced difficulties with his performance. However, the 24-year-old was ultimately passed over and will remain at the sister team next year, alongside rookie Isaac Hadjar. Tsunoda was asked if he would consider seeking a new team in 2026 if he didn't make it to Red Bull, and his response made it clear that his future plans are already in motion. In the end, I'm also looking for a Red Bull seat. If I can't step into the Red Bull, what's next will be this team, Racing Bulls. This team, I got a contract next year, but most of the drivers have got contracts until 2027. I'm a driver that gets a contract year by year. It's not that healthy as well. I'm the driver getting a contract year by year, having extra pressure from others. Tsunoda will be continuing with the Racing Bulls for his 5th season, but Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has hinted that it could be his final year with the team. If Red Bull doesn't find a role for him outside of driving for Racing Bulls, Tsunoda may exit the Red Bull fold entirely. We're acutely aware that if we're not able to provide an opportunity for Yuki, being, in all honesty, this year, 2025, does it make sense to keep him? Horner said as per the race. You can't have a driver in the support team for 5 years. You can't always be the bridesmaid. You've either got to let them go at that point or look at something different. So did Red Bull make the right choice promoting Lawson to the senior team? And where should Yuki race next should he leave RB? Let me know in the comments section. That's all for today, so thanks for watching.